This is bowl season of the 2012 season. Coach Ben Van Zandt and the Minnesota Golden Gophers are 13-0 overall, 9-0 in conference play now, coming off of the Big Ten Championship victory against our rival, the Wisconsin Badgers. What a huge scene it was. The two rivals set to do battle for the second time this season. The first time back in Week 8 was an instant classic with the Golden Gophers coming from well behind, 28-point deficit to get a 1-point victory right at the end. Big Ten title on the line, a chance to punch their ticket to the National Championship for the Golden Gophers, taking on the Wisconsin Badgers. What a game it was, so much on the line here. Minnesota getting the dream start in this one. Great interception right away. Lester making a huge pick, returning it inside the 5-yard line. This was on third down right here. Chester Bailey hitting Dunbar for the touchdown. Fantastic start for the Golden Gophers in Indianapolis. Wisconsin able to get a quick response though. Warren hitting Lattimore for a 23-yard touchdown pass, 7-7. Field goals exchanged in the first quarter. Walker good from 45, Pugh good from 44. Back and forth first quarter, 10-10 after one. Early second quarter, Bailey hitting Fowler, 45-yard touchdown pass, giving us the lead again. Wisconsin held to a field goal here, just a chip shot, good for Pugh, pulled it within a 4-point game. Bailey hitting Fowler, 65-yard, huge touchdown pass here. And then later in the quarter, Bailey again finding Fowler for a deep throw, touchdown, 46 yards. Decided to play aggressively here towards the end of the first half, and it paid off big time, getting 7 more points. Wisconsin a very quick drive here at the end of the first half, getting them within field goal range and kicking it through, making it a 31-16 game at halftime. But a great first half for the Minnesota Golden Gophers, looking to take down the Badgers for the second time in the year. Third quarter, great opening drive here to begin the second half, ending with Herb Martin punching it in from 1 yard out. Big score there, extends our lead up to 22. Wisconsin driving, settling for a field goal here. They got pretty close, but were not able to punch it in. Kick is going to make it a 19-point game. Going into the fourth quarter, Golden Gophers well in front, Wisconsin needing a huge comeback of their own. In the fourth, we put it back up to a 22-point game, Walker nailing it from 43 yards out. But the Badgers weren't done. Great effort here from Wisconsin, trying to climb their way back into it. Starting here with a touchdown, Warren getting it to under 4 yards out. Gets the score, 2-point conversion makes it a 14-point game. Wisconsin able to get the onside kick. Recovery, getting themselves the ball back, and another quick drive ending with a touchdown for the Badgers. Barclay punching it in from 4 yards out. Suddenly it was a 7-point game, getting late in Indianapolis. Everyone on the edge of their seat as the Badgers attempted another onside kick, and they very nearly got it. It was bobbled again by our hands team, but very fortunately we were able to come up with it. Herb Martin, a big time scoop there, as we were able to get the ball off the onside kick. Wisconsin shut us down, used all their timeouts, and then we lined up for a 50-yard field goal attempt with Walker. Huge kick trying to extend our lead back to 2 possessions late, and Walker absolutely nailed it right down the middle. Huge kick there for us. It gave us a 10-point lead. Wisconsin drove down the field, but they just ran out of time at the end. Their offense was really clicking. Their offense actually outgained us by a pretty large margin, but 44-34 the final score here. Huge game. Chester Bailey and Fowler, huge game there offensively. Bailey was sidelined our first meeting against Wisconsin with an injury and had the game of his life here in the Big Ten Championship. Wisconsin had Bundle Cobb was sidelined the first game against Minnesota due to an injury. The star halfback getting the start here was battling with injuries all season long. Was not able to finish this game, getting knocked out in the first half. It was a huge game passing wise for Warren, and no doubt about that. Had the interception very early on, ended up being costly toward the end, but Wisconsin, great effort trying to battle back, but they are not able to get revenge for their Week 8 loss against the Golden Gophers. Minnesota takes down Wisconsin for the second time this season, and the Golden Gophers coming from absolutely out of nowhere to win the Big Ten Championship for the first time since 1967. Minnesota not given any chance entering the season, predicted to finish last in their division, have pulled it off. The incredible Cinderella run of the season continues with a Big Ten title. What a game that was, 44-34 the final. We were able to hold on and take down the Badgers. Other conference championship games, Conference USA titles on the line between Southern Miss and Tulsa. This was a very good game here. Tulsa striking first, 7-0 lead in the first quarter. Eaton punching in from 1 yard out. Late in the first half, Southern Miss tying things up. Hall Miller hitting Madison, 1 yard touchdown pass, 7-7 at halftime. Southern Miss taking the lead in the third quarter. Hall Miller to Bradley, 2 yard touchdown pass, but a quick response from Tulsa. Grimes to right, tying things up 14-all entering the fourth quarter. Grimes scrambling and getting into the end zone, giving Tulsa the 7-point lead. Southern Miss able to respond, tying things up. Hall Miller to Stewart, but Tulsa putting together the drive at the end of the fourth quarter. Walker nailing a 32-yard field goal to give them a lead with just seconds left. And the Golden Hurricane able to hang on afterwards to get the 24-21 victory. Congratulations, Tulsa, Conference USA champions. What a season. ACC championship game featuring NC State and Virginia Tech. And what a dominant performance it was from NC State. Wolfpack spent some time this season as the number 1 team in the country, dropped a game, second to last game of the season on the road against Clemson, but they finish off very, very strong in the ACC championship game to win the title. Pure domination here. 17-0. They outscored the Hokies in the first quarter. Jenkins a run, Bowman a 47-yard field goal, Bennett a touchdown run. Then they continued dominating in the second quarter. Hill a couple touchdown passes, one to Alexander from 6 yards and one to Robinson from 90 yards out. Another touchdown run here, Bennett punching in from 1 out. It was 38-0 at halftime. Hokies just getting destroyed. Hokies end up getting shut out. NC State not adding any more in the second half, but they certainly didn't need to. Dominant victory from the NC State Wolfpack as they continue a very, very impressive season, and they will win the ACC Championship. Dominant fashion. SEC Championship game featured Arkansas and Georgia. A lot on the line here. No doubt about that SEC title up for grabs. Georgia believing they still had a chance to reach the national championship game if they were able to win and if things worked out their way. Arkansas striking first here, Hamilton hitting Cole for a 4-yard touchdown pass, but Georgia responding. Ross to Jackson tied things up at 7, and then a field goal late in the first quarter from Cunningham. Bulldogs 10-7 after 1. They extend their lead very early on in the second quarter. Quick touchdown pass, Ross to Bell, and a safety recorded here. Arkansas getting 2 points. They get a touchdown late in the first half. They decide to go for 2 and are unable to pick it up. So at halftime, it was a 17-15 Bulldogs lead. They extend their lead in the second half with a 4-yard run from Jackson. Arkansas hanging in there with this touchdown from White. Jackson, another big score here. 3-yard out, punching it in. The extra point made it a 2-possession game. Arkansas late in this one getting a 46-yard field goal to pull within 6, going for the onside kick, and the Razorbacks were not able to get it. Georgia with the recovery able to hold on for a 31-25 win. Congratulations to the Georgia Bulldogs, 2012 season's SEC champions. Pac-12 title game, so much on the line here. Oregon definitely will be going to the national championship if they get the win. USC believing if they were able to get the win, they would be going as well. Big drama in this one. Second time they play this season. Oregon getting a comfortable win over the Trojans, the first matchup. What a battle this one turned out to be. USC striking first, Huff hitting a 50-yard field goal to give the Trojans the early lead. But Oregon responding, Durbin a 5-yard run here, 7-3 Ducks after one. They extend their lead up to 7, Rankin hitting a 48-yard field goal. But USC finishing off the first half very strong. Bell to Gant, 28-yard touchdown pass. They get the ball back, and then Bell finds McLeod. So USC had a 17-10 lead at halftime. The second half, though, Oregon really turned it up. 2 touchdown runs from Durbin in the third quarter. Ducks leading by 7 going into the fourth. USC able to tie things up. Bell to Harrison, 37 yards out, all level once again at 24. Oregon regains the lead. Montgomery a 7-yard touchdown run. USC getting the ball back, needing a touchdown to stay alive. And an interception thrown. Garcia whisked the pick, and he takes it back 23 yards for the touchdown to seal the deal. 38-24 ends up being the final. Congratulations to the Oregon Ducks. They finish the Pac-12 game off with a championship, taking down USC for the second time, reaching 13-0, and they punch themselves a ticket to the national championship game. The MAC championship game featured Miami, Ohio versus Toledo, and this was a barn burner for sure. Toledo starting out strong here, a couple of touchdown runs from Reed, 14-0 Toledo after one. Miami University trying to battle back, getting a touchdown early in the second, pass from Britt to West. Toledo having the response later in the quarter. Very big play here towards the end of the first half. Williamson scooping up a fumble and returning it 42 yards to the house. Made it a 21-14 Toledo lead at halftime. Then another huge defensive score for the Miami University Redhawks. 23-yard pick six from Hawkins tied things up at 21. Toledo able to respond though. Reed to Young gives the Rockets the lead back once again. Goolsby a field goal here late in the third quarter, pulled them within 4. Field goal from Toledo. Brown makes it a 7-point game, nailing it from 35 yards out. Miami University able to tie things up in the fourth. Young punching it in from 1 yard out, but Toledo getting the response late in the quarter. Bradford 1-yard touchdown run makes it 37-31. They did not hit the extra point, kept it at a 6-point game, but Miami University unable to match the Rockets there, and congratulations to the Toledo Rockets winning the MAC championship in a thriller over Miami University. That was a very exciting 2012 season conference championship week indeed. No doubt about it. A lot of great games there, a lot of excitement across the country. We will now take a look at the Heisman Trophy winner for the 2012 season. And the Heisman will go to redshirt senior quarterback Tim Brown from Florida State. A great year for Tim Brown, and he will win the Heisman Trophy. Here's a look at stats here, passing-wise. 32 passing touchdowns on the year for him compared to just 8 interceptions. He's also quite effective running the ball. 10 rushing touchdowns, leading Florida State to a very strong season. Great work from Tim Brown. Congratulations. He is the 2012 Heisman Trophy winner. Also finalists, John Jackson, the sophomore halfback from Georgia. Great year from him, no doubt about it. Putting up some big numbers. Mainly rushing-wise, also had a receiving touchdown. He was not the only Georgia halfback as a finalist. Anthony Myers, a redshirt senior halfback, Georgia's 1-2 punch on the ground, also a Heisman finalist. Huge year for Anthony Myers, no doubt about it. 20 rushing touchdowns for him. Starling Grimes, redshirt junior quarterback from Tulsa, another Heisman finalist. Fantastic season it was for Tulsa. Great run, winning the Conference USA Championship, and of course Starling Grimes a big part of it. He had 26 passing touchdowns on the year, throwing for well over 3,000 yards. Also an effective runner, 10 rushing touchdowns. Great season from Starling Grimes. And Chad Harper, redshirt senior QB from Kansas State, another Heisman finalist here. Fantastic season from him. 35 passing touchdowns for Harper. And a very strong Kansas State team in the 2012 season. He also rushed for 5 more touchdowns. So congratulations to all the Heisman finalists. Now we will take a look at the top 25 BCS rankings as we get ready for bowl season. And here we are, number 1 team in the country. What a season it has been, coming out of absolutely nowhere. By far the best season in college football here, as the Minnesota Golden Gophers take the college football nation by storm. An incredible Cinderella run of a season, 13-0, and going to the national championship game, we are taking on the Oregon Ducks. And here is Oregon, ranked number 2 in the BCS rankings, also 13-0. Fantastic season for Oregon. They started the season as one of the top-ranked teams in the nation, and they have played fantastic football. They will be taking on us, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, to see who will be the national champions of the 2012 season. Number 3 in the BCS rankings is the Florida State Seminoles. Great season for Florida State. They just had the one loss on the road against NC State. That kept them out of the ACC Championship game. But 11-1, fantastic year. Heisman Trophy winner as well. And they're going to have a big time bowl game up against Michigan. For the Georgia Bulldogs, SEC champions, 12-1 record for Georgia. Great season for the Bulldogs. Great run of the year in an exciting SEC championship game. They are able to take down Arkansas to win the SEC title. Huge bowl game awaits Georgia as they take on Oklahoma. Number 5, the NC State Wolfpack. What a season it was for NC State. They began unranked. They were the other Cinderella story for much of the year. Spent some time ranked number 1 in the nation. Had some huge wins along the way. One loss, a heartbreaker on the road against Clemson, but they certainly bounced back very strong from it. Absolute dominant performance in the conference championship, taking down Virginia Tech. They've got themselves a big bowl game coming up against Syracuse. 6, Michigan Wolverines, 10-2 record for Michigan. Started things off a heartbreaking OT loss, had some big wins going along the way. Heartbreaking loss on the road against Minnesota. They just could not get their offense going. But they finished things off. Some nice wins, 3-game winning streak, and of course a big victory against their big rival Ohio State on the road. Major bowl game coming up for the Wolverines against Florida State. Number 7 is the Texas Longhorns, 11-1 record for Texas. Just one loss early in the year against Ole Miss, but they certainly bounced back from it and putting together a fantastic season, ending with a huge win. Last game of their regular season, taking down Kansas State on the road to get themselves the Big 12 Championship. They've got a major bowl game coming up against USC. And here's Oklahoma, number 8 in the nation, 10-2 record for Oklahoma. Started off the season 3-2, but able to win their final 7 games, continuing to look very impressive, getting stronger as the season goes on. They're going to have a huge bowl game against Georgia. USC, number 9 in the country, 11-2 record. Both of their losses coming against Oregon. Other than that, a very strong season. Had big wins along the way. Dominant performance against Notre Dame, their final game of the regular season. A very good battle against Oregon, but just falling short in the Pac-12 Championship game. They will have a huge bowl game coming up against Texas. And number 10 is an 8-4 Clemson team. The Tigers, 4 losses, but in the top 10 in the rankings due to the way they finished. They had a tough schedule as well, winning their final 2 games of the season against very good teams, taking down NC State, the only loss the Wolfpack had this year, and then in overtime taking down South Carolina. They're going to have themselves a bowl game coming up against Pitt. That is the top 10 in the BCS rankings as we get ready for bowl season. Here's a look at the rest of the top 25. Wisconsin dropping a few spots. Virginia Tech falling quite a bit. There it is. That is the top 25 as we get ready for bowl season. Now we will take a look at the bowl games coming up here to end the 2012 season. And here we are taking a look at all the bowl games now. Now the biggest bowl games, the BCS Bowls. The Rose Bowl is going to feature number 3 Florida State and number 6 Michigan. Should be a great game there. The All-State Sugar Bowl will feature number 4 Georgia and number 8 Oklahoma. The Orange Bowl is going to feature number 5 NC State and Big East winner number 21 Syracuse. The Fiesta Bowl will feature number 7 Texas and number 9 USC. And then here we have the National Championship, the BCS National Championship of the 2012 season. 2 unbeaten 13-0 conference champions going at it. Number 1 Minnesota, number 2 Oregon. And here we go. The start of the season, one of these teams could have been predicted. The Oregon Ducks beginning the season number 4 in the nation. The other team, there's no way anyone could have predicted that the Minnesota Golden Gophers would be here, starting the season officially number 80 in the preseason polls. But here we are, 2 teams 13-0, been perfect all season. Only one will finish the season perfect. Only one will be able to call themselves national champions here of the 2012 season. And this is the matchup. Number 1, Minnesota Golden Gophers. Number 2, Oregon Ducks. For all the marbles here. Oregon is coached by Carl Hayden in his 4th season as head coach of the Oregon Ducks. Last season, Oregon finished with a 12-2 record. They were Pac-12 champions over UCLA and then won the Rose Bowl over Wisconsin. Oregon has made it to the national championship just a couple seasons ago, back in the 2012 season. They finished off the regular season with a perfect 12-0 record, and they went up against Auburn in the national title game. They ended up losing a heartbreaker 22-19 as Auburn hit a field goal in the last second to win the national title. Some guys returning from the Oregon team, no doubt about that. Coach Carl Hayden looking to get Oregon over the hump here and win their first ever national championship game. Oregon coming off of a 38-24 win over USC in the Pac-12 Championship game in a rematch. Minnesota the 44-33 victory over Wisconsin in a rematch in the Big Ten Championship game. And now here we go. We are looking to win our first national championship as a program since 1960. Michael Bass is probable. He will go. He will be good to go to play. He'll be dealing with some pain, as well as Hansen, a defensive tackle for us. But you cannot keep these guys out of this game. This is the biggest game anyone could possibly imagine. No doubt about that. Biggest game of their lives coming up. For Oregon, they are looking to win their first ever national championship. And they're going to be without Burley. Burley, quarterback for them, did not start at quarterback at the beginning of the year, but did play quite a bit due to some injuries. He's played very good this season, but an injury sustained is going to keep him sidelined in the national title game. He will just be a cheerleader for the Oregon Ducks here. For us, let's recap our season real quick. Solid victory at home against UNLV to start things off. UNLV ended up going winless. Nail-biting game on the road against UConn, having to come back from 10-0 down, able to find a way to get the victory there. Solid performance against Miami of Ohio, ended up being a very good squad, 42-24 win there. Taking on Colorado State on the road, both teams are undefeated going on this one. Hard-fought game, able to get the 11-point win. Big Ten opener. Very impressive performance going on the road, taking down the Iowa Hawkeyes. Then at home against Northwestern, what an epic game this was. Double overtime thriller. We were able to take down the Wildcats 36-33 in double overtime. And then possibly the game of the year in all of college football on the road against Wisconsin. What a thrilling game that was, coming back from 28 points down in the second half. Able to hit the game-winning field goal on the final play, taking down the Badgers 41-40. Another very hard-fought game at home against Purdue. Boilermakers gave us everything we could handle. 21-14 victory there as we were able to get the job done against the Boilermakers. Then at home against Michigan, so much on the line. Whoever won this game would end up going to the Big Ten Championship. And our defense having the game of their lives, shutting down the Wolverines, holding them to just 3 points total. Michigan had many chances. They had a chance at the end to get in the end zone as well, but we were able to shut them down, shut the door, and get the huge win. And on the road against Illinois, what a game this was as well. Another nail-biter, coming right down to the wire, able to get the field goal at the very end. Walker nailing it to give us a 23-20 win. Huge comeback against Nebraska. We were well behind in this one as well. Cornhuskers a great start, but we stormed all the way back and were able to take down Nebraska on the road 35-31. Final game of the regular season at home against the Michigan State Spartans, and a very solid performance, 38-17 to finish the regular season 12-0. Rematch in the Big Ten title game, and we get the job done against Wisconsin. They outgain us big time, but we do what we need to do. And we're able to hold off a furious comeback attempt from the Badgers. 44-34 the final in the Big Ten Championship. Oregon awaits. For the Oregon Ducks, they started things off a 2-touchdown win at home against Arkansas State, getting by Fresno State at home by 10. First couple of games, not dominant performance, but their third game against an FCS opponent completely blew them out of the water, 74-0. Ducks dominant win there. And their first conference game, taking care of business against Arizona, 38-14. On the road against Washington State, no problem there. At home against Washington, 45-28 win, getting the job done. Then on the road against Arizona State, the battle there from the Sun Devils, but they're able to get past them by 2 touchdowns. Oregon destroying Colorado at home, 55-7 dominant win for the Ducks. Then an absolutely massive game here, 2 unbeaten teams. Oregon going on the road and taking down USC by a big margin, 49-24 the final there, huge win for the Ducks. Following week on the road against Cal, maybe a bit of a letdown, not their best performance, but they were able to get past Cal by a touchdown. And at home, taking care of Stanford, 35-21 final there. their final game of the regular season against their rival Oregon State on the road, blowing out the Beavers, no problem there, 52-17 final. Set up a rematch, so much on the line in the Pac-12 title game. Very hard-fought game. They were able to get a pick six to seal it late, 38-24. Oregon 13-0 Pac-12 champions, taking on Minnesota for the national title. So here we go. Chester Bailey having a couple of huge games. Great performance in the Big Ten Championship. He has 23 touchdowns this year, 6 interceptions. Michael Bass was sidelined in the Big Ten title game. He will be good to go. Playing through some pain perhaps, but not going to keep him out of the national championship here. Dunbar, 8 touchdowns receiving for us this year. I think 4 interceptions, ranked leading tackles. Turner leading with sacks. For Oregon, Burley ended up being their leading passer this year. Like I said, did not start at QB at the start of the season for them. And he will be sidelined. His season is over. Durbin, leading rusher for the Ducks, 13 touchdowns on the ground, over 1,100 yards rushing, and 3 rushing touchdowns there in their last game. Allen, 10 receiving touchdowns for the Ducks. Fields leading tackles, Garcia with 6 INTs, and Walker leading with 5 sacks. So here we go. We are all set up. The national title that no one could have predicted. David versus Goliath looking matchup here. Oregon was expected to go to the Pac-12 Championship this season. They began the season number 4 in the country. Minnesota was predicted to finish dead last in their division for a second straight year. Golden Gophers entering this season coming off of back-to-back 3-9 seasons under their first-year head coach Ben Van Zandt, has led an absolute Cinderella run for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And both teams are here, 13-0, 1 game away from a national title. The moment has arrived. It is time. Let's go. First, a quick look at the never-changing settings of the dynasty. And we can get the ultimate game underway, where we will either see the Oregon Ducks win their first ever national championship, or we will see the Minnesota Golden Gophers complete the greatest Cinderella season in college football history and win their first national championship since 1960. Who will it be here? For the 2012 BCS National Championship, it is number 2 Oregon versus number 1 Minnesota. Let's go. Come on. The moment has arrived here. We will be in Miami for the national title game. Oregon Ducks were in the national title just a couple seasons ago, came up heartbreakingly close, falling just short against Auburn. Can they get the job done here? Oregon, green helmet, green pants, white jersey, they are good to go. We'll be wearing our regular home uniforms, maroon helmet and jersey, gold pants. Last college game for all the seniors playing here, and it's the best game anyone could have imagined. Need everything you got on the field, best effort you can possibly give 110%. Everything on the line here. Who will be the national champion? We will find out right now. Let's get out to Miami. Come on.
It's an often heard refrain across college football. You'll hear players say, we want to win this one for our seniors. Two excellent groups of seniors tonight. One of them will get the ultimate prize, a national championship. Time for ESPN's college football. In the booth tonight, Brad Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit. Time for Brad to take it away.
We find ourselves in beautiful Miami, Florida for this year's BCS National Championship game. Hi, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler. My partner is Kirk Herbstreit here in the booth. Aaron Andrews joins us on the sideline. We're ready for an exciting game. Tonight's primetime matchup is brought to you by Dove Men Plus Care. Be comfortable in your own skin, and is between the Oregon Ducks and the Golden Gophers of Minnesota. And both teams take the field. The whole country is watching as these two teams battle for the BCS National Championship. If this doesn't excite you, nothing will. And it's almost time for kickoff. But first, let's send you down to midfield for the coin toss. Presented by Dove Men Plus Care. Be comfortable in your own skin.
Here we are in Miami for the BCS National Championship of the 2012 season. Coach Carl Hayden has led the Oregon Ducks to the National Championship game for the second time in 3 years. The Ducks look to get over the hump here and win their first ever national championship. For Minnesota, the incredible Cinderella season has led them here to the national championship game. Coach Ben Van Zandt, in his first year as head coach of the Golden Gophers, has led this team from completely bottom all the way to the top here. And here it is, one game to decide who will be national champions. It is time. Come on. This will be the first time since the 2005 national championship that a team from outside the SEC will win the national title. Will it be Minnesota from the Big Ten or Oregon from the Pac-12? We are about to find out, moments away from kickoff now. Whoever wins the toss, they will elect to kick. That means we will be getting the ball first here in the national title. It is time. Let's go. Harold back to return, and we are underway. Harold will take this out of the end zone and get blasted down around the 20-yard line. That's how we'll start things off here. Lorenzo Harold taken out just inside the end zone. Big hit will go down around the 20. And here comes Chester Bailey and this Golden Gopher offense to start things off here.
For Minnesota, Kurt, take everybody inside the huddle right now with this offense and what they hope to gain in this football game.
We're going to go halfback draw. Michael Bass will get him a carry right away here. Defense for the Ducks closing in, smashing Michael Bass for a loss on the first play from scrimmage here.
Doesn't mean you throw the play away. You just need to execute better next time.
Nothing there for Bass. The Ducks defense closing in quickly.
It's second down.
Second and 12 now. Bailey, inaccurate ball there, trying to get it to Levi Dunbar. We're going to face a third and long here early on. Let's go. Come on.
Third and 12 coming up on this one. Ball on the 17.
Third and 12, Bailey. And the pressure of the Ducks defense. Oregon Ducks defense dominating their initial drive. Completely crashing in there. No chance for Chester Bailey to get a throw off. Ducks looking strong here early on, and we're going to have to bring out Doyle to punt it away. We're going to go backwards 2 yards.
Doyle to punt.
Doyle booting this one.
He really got a hold of that
Strong looking punt. Fair catch is called. Ducks will take over. Catch called by Corley. And now here comes Oregon's offense for the first time.
The offense will take over the 37-yard line.
Got some pretty decent field position to start things off. Let's go defense. Collins hands it off to Durbin. Harrell can't make the tackle. Leak eventually will bring him down, but a strong run there for Oregon past midfield. Things still going the Ducks' way here early on. Inside the 40-yard line now. Come on, defense, let's go. Collins. And he's going to try to scramble to the outside, but he's not going to get there. As Lester is going to make a big-time sack there. There we go. Lester began the Big Ten Championship with a big-time interception. Making a nice play there defensively, dropping Collins backwards for a 5-yard loss.
It's second down.
Cedric Collins began the season as a starter for the Ducks. He's dealing with some injuries. He is full strength, 100% good to go here. Going to go up to Durbin. Lester will make the tackle there. He's going to get a yard, and then he's going to go down. So here it is, 3rd and 14. Oregon, and Collins is going to go down. They were outside of field goal range, trying to get something going here, and our defense is going to come up clutch for us. Cook flying in there, dropping Collins. There we go. It looked like the Ducks were trying to set up a screen pass here. Collins seeing he's defended and then holds on a bit too long. Cook flying in there. And the defense is having their way so far here early on.
4th and long here.
Great work dropping Collins back for a big loss. Oregon well out of field goal range now. They will come on to punt it. Holt is going to boot that one. It'll go in the end zone for a touchback. So both defenses forcing a stop. 2 punts here already. Now we will take over for our second drive starting at the 20. No success at all in our opening drive. Let's get things going here at Chester Bailey. Look to throw here. Bailey's going to find some room, and then he gets it up to Fowler. Looks like Bailey's going to cut up and run. And before crossing the line, he's going to decide to flip it up there to Fowler, and it's a nice pitch and catch up to about the 40. There we go, come on. Nice 20-yard pickup there in the air. Past the 40 even. We're going to come out here, power run formation. We're going to hand it off to Herb Martin. Yeah, that is a strong power run indeed, getting about 8 yards between the tackles. Strong running there, 2nd and 2 now. Now we're going to go to Michael Bass, halfback draw. Ducks defense didn't look like they were expecting it. Backed up a little bit initially and able to pick up the first down. Into Oregon territory now.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 46-yard line.
A little something cooking for us. We're going to go with Bass again. Halfback draw from shotgun. And Bass is going to find some room. 8-yard pickup up the middle. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oregon wearing their green helmets and pants. They wore a chrome their national title game a couple seasons ago against Auburn. They fell just short. 2nd and 2 here, going to go to Bass, and he's going to get the first down up to about the 35. We got a nice drive cooking for us here. 35-yard line of Oregon.
First down.
Bailey trying to get it to Johnson. Once again, scrolling out, running up toward the line, trying to fire it ahead. Not able to hit the target that time.
Second and 10.
They're 35, come on. 2nd and 10 now. Bailey tries to get it there, and it's going to get picked off by Marks. Big play there from the Oregon defense, and Chester Bailey trying to thread the needle. It's not going to work out. There's a first turnover of the national championship game. Interception from Marks of the Oregon Ducks defense. And they will shut down our threat here. Big play there from the Oregon defense. You can see what Chester Bailey's trying to do, trying to get it to Dunbar. There is a window, but it closes too quickly. Nice athletic play from Marks. He will get the INT. And a big stand there from the Ducks defense. Bending a bit, but not breaking. They will take over just inside their own 25. Hand off to Durbin, and he's got some room, nearly 10 yards there.
I'm not shocked to see him have a chance to run the football. I remember being out of practice.
Come on.
One thing that became very clear is this wide receiver not only can make great plays in the passing game, but they're going to try to do what they can on reverses and different things to get him the football. And here's
Collins looking to run, the ball is out, and Cook has it. Let's go. And we get a big turnover of our own, taking the ball right back from the Ducks. And both quarterbacks making mistakes here in the first quarter that is going to cost their team the ball. Huge hit there from Rank, and then Cook is able to pick it up for us. And Golden Gopher Nation loving that here. Look at this Collins. Back in the pocket now, looking to scramble, tries to come up. Rankin, big blast, ball is out. Oregon had a chance to make the recovery here, but they were not able to. Cook is able to grab it, and we take the ball right back from the Ducks. Huge play there for our defense. We take over at the 29.
Every drive's important in a tie game. I look for both sides to come out with some urgency.
Maybe some nerves here. Both sides making mistakes. Inside the 30, we're going to go play action. Bailey gets it to Johnson. Catch is made. About an 8-yard pickup there.
They complete that play action pass. Good for 7 yards.
A strong pitch and catch up to Dominique Johnson. 2nd and 2 now. We go on the ground. Bailey, no! Bailey hands it off to Bass, and he loses it. Denny Bowen is able to make the recovery. That was very nearly another turnover here. Michael Bass taking an absolute shot there. There's some hard-hitting, intense action so far here in the national title game. Hand off to Michael Bass. Absolutely blasting. The ball is clearly out. Oregon not able to come up with the recovery here. Denny Bowen coming back. Huge recovery there. We will maintain possession.
It's 3rd down and 5
3rd
to go.
and 5 now.
24.
Come on. To Dunbar, and that was nearly picked off again. frustration here early on. Trying to get this one up here in the curl route. Oregon, that was a big opportunity for an INT. He's able to break it up, but he's not able to hang on to it. The Ducks will force a 4th down here. We're going to have a chance at points. 41-yard attempt coming up here for Walker.
Minnesota could take the lead with this field goal.
And Walker, it's off the upright. It's no good.
Anybody who tells you that football isn't a game of inches, you might want to have a talk with this kicker. It doesn't.
And Landon Walker's been very good this season, but it's not going to go through there. Oh, just pushing it a little too far to the left. It looked good, then off the uprights and no good. And Oregon is going to get out of that without giving up any points. They will take over once again. 24-yard line. Both teams showing some nerves here, it would appear, early on. Still the first quarter. A lot of events already in this game. Hand off to Durbin. It's going to pick up about 5 there. Walker frustrated on the sideline. Shake it off. He'll get another chance. He'll get another chance. Come on. Again, 5 here. They're going to go with Durbin again. Rankin's unable to get him. A nice juke move, and he's still on his feet. That is a huge run for the Ducks past midfield. Durbin just able to find his way through there. Halfback draw. Able to get by. Shaking a tackle. Big pickup. Ducks are fired up now as they are past our 40-yard line. Collins looking to throw, gets it to Edwards. He's dropped immediately. 3-yard gain in the air there for Oregon.
They'll change the play at the line of scrimmage.
They're gonna throw that one away there. Collins feeling pressure, maybe not on the same page as his receiver. Leads it out to him, receiver not going for it. And 3rd and 7 coming up now.
3rd down now, and they need to get it to the 29.
They hand it off.
Here's a run.
And Durbin's going to get through.
Good tackle. He was the last line of defense.
Durbin able to find his way through there on 3rd down. Big run, halfback draw. Gets the block behind some guys and is able to find his way through eventually. Big run for the Ducks, and they're going to have 1st and 10 in the red zone now.
There you see him turn it upfield with such fluidity and quickness.
That could be a check with me right there.
And Collins is going to go down. Once again, it looked like Oregon was trying to set up a screen, and it failed. And we are taking it to Collins right now. Big loss. It happened earlier for the Ducks in this quarter, trying to set up a screen. It was covered, and Collins holding on to it too long there. Good work from our defense.
So the sack makes this a 2nd and long.
2nd and 21 now. Hand off, Coley's going to get through, and he's going to go. Oregon will strike first here. Getting it to Coley, and what a burst it was.
What a great run. A real display of all the tools that he brings to the table.
And the Ducks will get on the board first here in the 2012 season's BCS National Championship. Hand off to Coley. Flying in there but missing. making a move initially there, and then finding his way through. Just too much speed. They get the block at the end. Oregon strikes first with a big run. Lonnie Cooley 29 yards, pardon me.
Oregon up 6.
And Oregon, touchdown lead here, getting late in the first.
A 6-play, 71-yard drive, and they add 7 points to the scoreboard.
Minnesota on the sideline, trying to get fired up, trying to calm down though. Showing some nerves perhaps here in this massive game of their lives. Making some mistakes here. And Oregon has got the lead on us.
And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
Alright, let's settle down. Come on. Everyone settle down, relax, let's go.
And while they are
We know what we can do,
they
let's
know
just
they
do
can
it.
knock things up in a heartbeat. It's way too early to change your game plan.
Hand off Michael Bass to start the drive. It's going to be good for about 6-7 yards.
Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first
Second
down.
and 3 now. Bailey's going to roll out. He's going to get some yards. Going to get down with a slide, but a flag comes out here. And it is going to be a holding call. Called down the field on Levi Dunbar. To back us up to a 2nd and 6.
Well, they can just keep their concentration. They'll avoid situations like that.
Coach Van Zandt having word with the referee after that one. It is a holding call that will take away the first down. You can see it up the field right there. That is the call right there on Dunbar. And it'll back us up a bit here.
From their own 29-yard line, it's
Set
second
it on
down.
30. We're going to look to go half-back screen here. Let's set it up. To Bass, it is not set up at all. The throw goes to Michael Bass. It was a mistake there. In the end from Chester Bailey. Bailey definitely making some mistakes here in the first quarter. Should not have thrown that ball. Bass had nowhere to go. And it is going to be a 3rd and very
From their
long
own
here.
23-yard line,
Last play of the
it's
first
third
quarter
down.
coming up. Bailey rolling out. And he's going to get blasted for a sack. Minnesota not playing their game here in the first quarter, and they're going to be trailing 7-0 against the Oregon Ducks.
Because you're going to get embarrassed on Monday on that one.
We're just not playing good football right now. Likely it's nerves, and likely because this is such a great Oregon team we are playing, we've got to turn things around. We've got to settle down and step up here as we start the second quarter, trailing 7-0. Doyle getting ready to boot it
is the
away.
punter. Oh, excellent punt.
Doyle punts it down. Fair catch is called by Cooley. It's a long game. We got to turn things around. Let's go defense.
What's your mindset right now?
Defense got to do better at tackling. Shut down the run game. Come on. Now they're going to look to throw here. And he's got a man. Paul slipped on the play. And they had a wide open receiver. What happens out here? You can see Paul getting fooled, slipped on the play. He was absolutely wide open. That could have been an easy touchdown for the Ducks, but the throw leads him too far along the sideline and he can't stay in bounds.
First down.
So definitely a mistake defensively, but we dodge a bullet. As Oregon unable to fully capitalize on it. They are going to get past midfield though. Fresh set of downs for the Ducks.
We'll wait and see here if he really does change the play.
Allen in motion. He's coming out to the left. And he's going to get dropped. 2-yard gain there. And Brock, open across the middle, makes the catch, unable to stay on his feet to pick up the first down. So 3rd and 1 will be coming up. They're just outside the 35-yard line. Big play right now.
Trying to confuse the defense here with the audible.
It's like an option here. Collins is going to keep it. Did not have a clear pitch. Hangs on to it. Protecting the ball, but he's going to lose a yard. 4th and 2 coming up. And they're going to bring up the field goal unit. This will be a long field goal attempt. See what they're trying to do here. The option. Maybe had a chance right here, but decides to cut it upfield. Didn't have the pitch initially. Good work from our defense. And Oregon trusting their kicker here. This will be a 54-yard attempt.
It's 4th down. They call on the kicker for a long
Watch out for a
field
fake.
goal. Oregon is hoping to make this a 2-score game.
He's going to have to strike it beautifully. It's up, and it is good. He nails it from long distance. 54-yard field goal is good from Rankin. And it is now a 10-0 Oregon lead. What a kick. We hit the left upright earlier. They get it just inside the left upright. And the Ducks will extend their lead here in the second quarter. 10-0.
He's lined up to kick this one off. Such a return. He got all of that one. This one's going to be down to the end zone for a touchback.
Deep breath. Come on. Come on. We can do this. We can do this.
This
Let's
drive
go.
will start at the 25.
1st and 10, 25-yard line. Trying to get something going here offensively. On the ground, Bass.
On the ground with the tailback.
And get a few.
Right around the 28-yard line. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run.
This is a pretty good play here by the junior safety, stepping up and making a good tackle on the ball carrier.
From their own 28-yard line.
2nd and 7 now. Bailey under pressure. But he's going to run, and he's got some room.
He's to the 40.
All the way up to about the 50-yard line, Chester Bailey.
First down.
Using his legs.
Tuck it and go.
Just able to get past the Ducks defender. They were chasing him, but they did not have the speed to catch up to him. Taylor's up all the way to the 50-yard line. Here we go. It has not been the best game so far from Chester Bailey. But a big heads-up decision there, paying off very nicely as we are up to the 50-yard line.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Halfback draw. Michael Bass has nowhere to go.
The 50. Picked up a yard of anything on that run. Minnesota's going to take their first time out of the hat.
Take a timeout, everyone. Settle down. Everyone relax. Give Bailey a chance to catch his breath here. As 2nd down is coming up now. Let's relax. Come on.
From the 50.
Play our game. Let's go. Bailey, quick throw up to Donovan.
They'll bring him down at the 43.
Get a few yards. Makes 3rd down more manageable here. 3rd and 3 coming up.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on 3rd down.
Can we pick it up here? 3rd down. Bailey to Dunbar, and he hangs on, and he's got enough to move the chains. Let's go.
They just inch past the marker.
Yeah, it looked like he got it just by the nose of the football.
Nice work there. Bailey firing out to Dunbar. He knows he's going to get hit. He does right away, but hangs on to it. And a big pickup right in front of our sideline. Trying to get us fired up here as we continue this drive.
39-yard line.
Inside the Ducks 40. Let's go to the left side here. Gonna give it to Bass on the ground.
Hand off to the left.
He takes a big hit, hangs on to it. Good work, 4-yard pickup.
Second and 6 coming up here.
Here at the 35-yard line. Lambert is going to go in motion. We're going to go to Bass again on the ground.
On the run.
And there was not much at all available for him. So 3rd and 6 becomes a situation. Here we are at the 35-yard line.
And here's another 3rd down.
Can we move the chains here? Bailey to Bowen. He makes the catch, and he's going to be just shy.
Picks up about 5 yards on that run.
Nice pitch and catch there to our tight end, and 4th and inches will be coming up. Missed a field goal earlier. This will be even longer. We're going to go for it. 4th and inches.
Still on the field.
And just fullback dive to Donovan. Can we get what we need? Right up the middle. Donovan's got the first and a bit more. We're able to get the blocking up front and a strong push from Donovan. That is a big-time 4th down conversion.
So they go on the ground and pick up another 1st down.
They are stringing together a nice little drive here. If they keep this up, it'll be hard to keep them out of the end zone.
Right up the middle with Donovan, and we move the chains. Here we go now up to the 24 of Oregon, looking for our first points of the game.
1st down.
Bailey, and he's going to try to throw it there. He's going to get hit hard, and it is just going to be an incompletion, not able to cleanly get it away.
Just to throw the ball. If you feel like you're not going to be able to make a play and the defense got you, just give up on that.
2nd and 10 coming up now for us.
Here's the 11th play of the drive.
Halfback draw. Bass has nowhere to go. He's going to lose a yardage on that one. This Ducks defense, very tough. Fighting their way in there, dropping Michael Bass for a loss. And now here we go, 3rd and very long. Missed a field goal earlier.
From the 28-yard line. 3rd down.
Come on, let's go. To Dunbar, the catch is made, and we will pick it up on 3rd and very long. What a clutch pass. Chester Bailey getting it to Levi Dunbar. Great pitch and catch, and we were able to get just enough for the 1st. Let down there from Oregon's defense. They are unable to get our offense off the field. 4th down conversion, now a 3rd and very long. Oregon getting some pressure here, but able to find Dunbar. Big time pickup. He's going to be down around the 12-yard line. It is a fresh set of downs for us
From the
here.
12-yard line. 1st down.
Going to go on the ground, Herb Martin. And again, he's going to get stuffed. Again, our running game. Not able to get things going there. Shake it off, shake it off. 2nd and 12 now.
2nd down, about 12 yards to go.
We can get a 1st down at the 1-yard line. Bailey
The snap, and here comes the defense.
got it to Bowen, and he can't hang on. Denny Bowen drops the pass. Oh, frustration there. A big groan from Golden Gopher fans. It's Chester Bailey reading the pressure well. Pressure coming from the left side. Nice throw, getting it to Denny Bowen. Hit him in the hands, but he can't hang on. It would have almost surely been a touchdown there. And that's going to put us in a 3rd and 12 situation.
From the 14-yard line, it's 3rd down.
Can we find a way to make this happen here?
He's on the run.
Bailey fires it to the end zone. Rolled out to the left a bit to buy time. It's not going to happen. And the Ducks defense able to shut the door once there. So we'll bring up the field goal unit.
They'll line it up for the field goal.
Walker's 0 for 1. Got to get us on the
And they
board
can
here.
make
Come
this a
on.
one-possession game with this kick right here.
And this time Walker gets it right through the middle. The Golden Gophers are on the board. Some frustration there with the dropped pass. But we get our first points of the BCS National Championship game and cut it down to a 10-3 deficit here. Walker deep kick there. Cooley takes a knee in the end zone.
And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback.
And here comes the Ducks, all 3 timeouts. Plenty of time here in the first half still.
Oregon is up a score.
What will Oregon do? Collins hands it off to Durbin. Cook hits him first, and he's going to get dropped for a loss. Defense, great play there, shutting down the Ducks. Halfback draw from shotgun. Cook and Terry teaming up there. Great work defensively, dropping the Ducks for a loss.
Second down and 14. Ball on their own 21.
Second and 14 now. Collins to Edwards. The ball is out! Big hit, Leak scoops it up. And he's still running. And we're going to take over in the red zone.
He stripped the ball right out of his hand.
What a huge defensive play. And we're going to get our second takeaway via fumble. Edwards makes the catch, but Anderson, a huge hit on him. The ball will fly out. Let's go. What a huge moment here in the first half. Oregon, Collins finds some room, gets it to Edwards. But look at this hit here. Anderson blasts to him. Here's looking full time. Ball comes out. And very gracefully, Leak is going to scoop it up. And he was thinking end zone. Did not want to go down there. Eventually forced out inside the 15. And we will take over now at the 13-yard line. Chance to tie things up before halftime.
Even. And with so little separation, this game can be drastically changed on just 1 or 2 plays.
And off will go to Bass. He's going to find some room up the middle. Picks up about 7. Nice work there. Ground game, Michael Bass.
They need about 3 yards to get the
Let's
first.
Let's go. Shotgun formation. We're going to go halfback draw. Michael Bass is going to get met. Gain a yard, and that's it. So now here we go. Massive play right here, getting late in the first half. Bailey's going to tuck it under, and he's going to run. He's going to get just shy of the end zone. First and goal coming up.
I doubt anybody will ever mistake this guy for a tailback, but he didn't look too bad.
Chester Bailey tucking it under. He's going to get dragged down just shy of the end zone. But that is a first down. Chains are moved. Can we punch it in here? First and goal. Martin, no, he can't. We're going to take a timeout here. Calm things down a bit.
Boy, what great play recognition by this linebacker. He saw the run was coming, and he just shot.
Make sure we're in no rush here at the end of the half. We're going to have to go play action here. Need to block, come on. Play action, Bailey gets it to Donovan, and that's going to be a Golden Gopher touchdown. A very quick decision and a right decision from Chester Bailey. Flipping it up there to Donovan, and he's going to grab it and get into the end zone. Bailey, just a quick toss there. And we got ourselves the score in the end zone for the first time here in the national title game. Faking it there to Herb Martin. Had to be very quick with it. The Ducks defense was closing in. Catch made by Donovan. and he's got himself a national championship touchdown. And we've got ourselves an extra point away from tying it up here.
Point to tie this game up.
Paul Donovan, the 3-yard touchdown grab, and it is 10-10 here in the national title game.
Walker has the ball all teed up, and he's ready to kick this one off. He really got a hold of that.
Great touchdown there, of course, set up by the big defensive play, getting the takeaway, starting off in great field position, and able to get the job done and get into the end zone. 10-10 is the score here late in the first half. Oregon saving their timeouts. They got 2 timeouts here. They go on the ground with Durbin, and he's got a big run here to start their drive. Can the Ducks get some late magic here at the end of the first half?
Brad, this guy has had a game to be able to keep this team in this football game. And before it's all said and done,
big run from Durbin up to the 40.
First and 10. All on their own 40. He's back to pass here on first down.
Catch made by Easley. Still on his feet.
And they make the stop at the 48-yard
Past
line.
Getting the
midfield.
ball to your tight end and allowing him to make plays in the passing game can really open things up on the outside for your
Ducks
real
hustling
season.
up here.
Collins back to pass.
Now looking to throw, catch is going to be made.
36-yard line.
Keep those chains moving. Just a simple out route that time, and it was enough to beat the zone defense.
Back to pass.
And Leak will break it up. There's a second left.
Intercepted. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there.
1 second remaining on the clock. Oregon does get a quick drive here. Late in the first half, Collins is going to float that one up. And good effort breaking it up.
To get a hand on the football by
But
the
it'll be a
defense.
53-yard field goal attempt coming up here for the Ducks as they look to regain their lead before halftime.
From the 36-yard
Kick
line.
is straight on. Beautiful kick from Oregon. And that is frustration.
You can feel it in the air tonight as we're only 1/2 away from crowning the national champion. Our halftime score, 13-10, Ducks.
Halftime here in the BCS National Championship game of the 2012 season. Number 2, Oregon with a 13-10 lead over number 1, Minnesota. It was a sloppy first half for both teams. No other way to put it. A lot of mistakes made on both sides. We're kicking ourselves a little bit. Apparently should have used more time on our last offensive possession, leaving Oregon just a little bit too much time. A quick drive for the Ducks. Defensively, we should have been able to shut them down. But trailing by 3 at the half now. Oregon outgaining us 172 to 124. We're 37% on third down. They are 33%. 2 turnovers for Oregon, losing 2 fumbles. We threw an interception, so 3 total turnovers in the first half. Big time of possession advantage for us. Oregon playing an up-tempo style offense. Chester Bailey had some struggles here early on, no doubt about that. He's just 8 for 16, 58 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT, sacked once. Michael Bass playing through some pain, not really able to get things going. Just 2.5 average on the ground. Martin just 4 yards. Chester Bailey's had some effective scrambles though. Dunbar and Donovan with 2 catches. Paul Donovan making the grab and getting in the end zone there on the goal line play. Defensively, Lorenzo Harrell leading with 7 tackles. Manuel Walker, 1 of 2, missing a field goal earlier in the first half. Unfortunately, that is the difference right now, 3-point differential. Cedric Collins, 6 of 8, 68 yards. He was sacked 4 times in the first half. Good job getting pressure on him. Braxton Durbin, big game on the ground, over 100 yards in the first half on 8 carries. And Lonnie Cooley, 1 carry, but taking it 29 yards for his touchdown. 2 catches for Josh Edwards. He did fumble the ball for Oregon, leading to a touchdown for us eventually. Defensively, Cameron Brown leading the Ducks with 7 tackles. 5 for Keller and Hawley. Interception from Bryce Mark. That was a nice play there defensively. And Oregon, strong kicker Kevin Rankin, 2 for 2, including a 54-yarder, hitting another long one at the end of the first half to give the Ducks the lead back. Like I said, it's been a sloppy first half for both teams. Oregon had a 10-0 lead. We stormed back to tie things up. Left just a little bit too much time for Oregon in the end there. And Rankin, impressive performance here in the first half. He hits a field goal to give them 3-point lead at halftime. There is just 1 half left in the national championship game. 1 half left of college football for the seniors. 1 half away from living the dream. Who is it going to be? A sloppy first half, but a close first half. This game could go either way, no doubt about that. Ready to begin the second half now. Here we go.
Well, can these two defenses keep this
Walker has it teed up.
Or will the offenses start to kick in?
We're underway here in the second half. Walker kicks it well. Paulie's going to take a knee in the end zone. That's where we'll begin.
We'll take a moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Aaron Andrews.
Both sidelines seem to be contemplating their offensive issues as the half ended, Brad. I heard some players talking to one another about their frustrations, but the answer from both coaches was basically, hey, there's an entire half to play. We're going to have to come out more prepared to make something happen. And for Minnesota, they'll be looking to force more turnovers to add to their 2 from the first half. Guys?
I absolutely love to force some more turnovers here. Here comes the Ducks. Their own 25-yard line starting the second half here. Collins in shotgun formation. This will be an option. Rankin will make the tackle on Durbin. 2-yard gain for the Ducks.
Durbin gains around 2 there on the option from the quarterback.
And he's brought down there by the senior at linebacker. That won't be the last time today we'll be talking about this young man.
They'll change the play at the line of scrimmage.
They got it to Montgomery. Catch is going to be made. First down, Oregon. Nice throw there from Collins, right on the money.
Here's the option.
And the toss back to Durbin. Not a very smooth looking option play there for the Ducks. It's going to be a 2-yard loss.
And he's able to do that because the interior linemen held their ground, leaving the runner with no option.
Oh, there we go, come on.
From their own 36-yard line. Second down.
And off Terry will make the tackle.
Gain of about 4 yards on the
Just a 4-yard gain there, and it's going to set up a 3rd and 8 big play right now. Can we get a huge stop? Harold can't get there in time. Paul can't make the tackle. Big gain for the Ducks as they succeed with the halfback screen that time. They've had some failures with screens earlier in the game, but they come through there. Just not quite able to get to Collins in time. Just get to throw away, and they had the blocking set up. Big pickup inside the 40 of us. Inside our 40. And a new set of downs for the Ducks.
man.
Leak is going to break that pass up. Good work there.
From the 37-yard line. Second down. Oregon holds a field goal lead.
Rankin is going to fly in there and he's going to drop Collins for a loss.
I mean, as an offensive lineman, this is the worst thing.
Right, we're getting through there.
But getting hit like that. Those linemen
And Coley looked like he was in the area to get a block, but he was going out for a pass. Rankin's flying in their 3-yard loss. And now here comes a 3rd and 13 for the Ducks.
27.
Floated up, Paul is going to break it up. Nice work there defensively. And now 4th and 13, they're going to show some more faith in their kicker. This will be a very long field goal attempt, but that's what they're going to attempt. Collins going for the deep pass, well defended by Paul. And this will be a 57-yard attempt. They have a very good kicker, but this is a very long range. Made him from 54 yards. Now this will be 57. Kick is up. Had the distance, but it is going to be wide left. And a missed field goal now here for the Ducks. That is the gamble, risking giving up a good field position. Show facing their kicker. He struck it very well, got all of that, but it did not go over the right like they needed it to. Wide left, no good. And there we go. We will take over now.
They'll start at the 40-yard line.
The 40-yard line. Let's get things going here in the second half. Come on. Bass, no. We don't get the blocker. And the Ducks defense shutting down that run attempt.
From their own 38-yard line, it's second down.
And 12 here. Bailey to Johnson. Catch is going to be made. 40-yard gain. 4th out of bounds. Living dangerously was Bailey on that throw. Pressure coming. Fortunately, got it where only he could get it. Defender was close by, but out of range.
Third down
And here we
now.
are,
They need to
3rd
get
and
out
8
to the
now.
50.
Can we find a way to pick it up here? To Dunbar, he's going to make the catch. And Dunbar is going to pick up a bunch as well. Whew, talk about threading a needle right there. Diving effort. Just not quite able to get his hand on it, and that's going to be a big time pickup for us. Absolutely a game of inches here. Chester Bailey on 3rd down. Garcia laying out for it, just not quite able to get it. And then Dunbar taking it to the outside, trying to get up the field all the way up to the 35-yard line. We are in business now after a very big pitch and catch there. Move the chains.
First down.
Bailey to Johnson. Nice quick decision, accurate ball, needed to be 7-yard gain.
Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards.
Just blast it right up the middle here with Martin. 2nd and 3, that is what we do, and it's going to be enough to move the chains. New set of downs coming up.
Continue to run the ball. If they do so, the defense will wear down very quickly.
From the 24-yard line. First down.
Come on. We're going to go with the counter run. We're going to do the left side here. Come on, block for him. And it looked like a nice block, but a flag is going to come out.
13-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
Instead of 2nd and 1, it's going to be 1st and 17, and that will back us up.
Shooting themselves in the foot here.
Well, they can just keep their concentration. They'll avoid situations like that.
A lot of people across the country rooting for Minnesota to complete this incredible Cinderella run here. Gonna have some Bruins at the end of that one. Right there, I guess, was the call. Yeah, right here, indeed. We're done. Pier number 60, right there, wrapping around a little bit. It's gonna take away. It was a nice gain. It backs us up to the 31.
So it's first down and an eternity.
And off to Bass.
Bass gets another handoff.
He's going to get about 6
Here's the
there.
ball for a nice gain. Bass gains around 6 yards on the run. It's 2nd and 11. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Let's go, 2nd down coming up.
Now he's scrambling.
Bailey's going to flip it up to Bass, and he's going to go along the sideline.
And they push him out right around the 18-yard line.
Smart decision in the end there. Nice pickup. And we're going to have ourselves a 3rd and 4 in the red zone. Big play coming up right here. Bailey to Fowler. What a diving catch there. Martell Fowler, full extension. Pressure coming. Bailey has a defender right in his face. Martell Fowler fully laying out for it. What a shot there. And we are somehow able to continue this drive.
A great play.
What a great drive it is.
First down, and they've got their eyes on that goal line.
1st and goal now. Let's try to run to the left side, get some blocking here for Bass. And we do get the block. Michael Bass will take it into the end zone, and we've got our first lead here in the national title game. Donovan, who had a touchdown reception earlier, getting the lead block there. Michael Bass will find the end zone. Great work there. After a huge 3rd down conversion, we go to the left side, and we got the room we needed. Michael Bass in the end zone. Golden Gopher fans are loving it. We got our first lead of the ball game here in the 2nd half. Walker for the PAT. Got it.
And he hits the PAT. It was an 8-play, 60-yard drive. And the result, 7 points.
You know, Brad, a lot of times you have to watch practice and watch a 7-on-7 drill and not see the ball touch the ground. This time they were.
And what a drive it was. Some clutch 3rd down conversions. Some impressive plays. And we finish it off in the end zone.
Going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. For Minnesota, they're really getting after the quarterback tonight. Great job by the defense tonight, getting into the backfield and creating issues for this line. Getting to the national title game requires a well-balanced team, and these guys have that. But winning it takes a very good defensive effort, and they're up to the challenge.
Defense working hard for us. Now here comes Oregon trailing for the first time in this game. They've led by as many as 10. Starting at the 25-yard line, shotgun formation. Collins hands it off to Durbin, and he's got some room. Harrell will bring him down. 9-yard run there.
And it looks like they're going to to change it up here.
To Montgomery, he's going to hang on. He gets hit right away, but makes the grab. Neither team having their best game so far, at least. But it doesn't matter who's going to be able to find a way to get this done. Ward in motion. And off to Durbin. Nolan will hit him first. Not much there on the ground.
The running back gets 2 on the carry. And he might change the play here before the snap. He drops back.
Montgomery makes the catch. Big hit from Rankin. 3rd and 4 now. Ducks just shy of midfield. Big play coming up right now. And he's going to get dropped. Morgan making a big tackle there is going to keep him from getting to the first down. They go on the ground here with Durbin, halfback draw. Coming off here. Morgan making a strong tackle. Let's go.
The defense is able to read the play and come right in there and make a nice stop.
Nothing there for Braxton Durbin on the ground. 3rd down, 4th down coming up.
Is the punter.
Holt coming out here to punt for the Ducks. He will punt it straight. What kind of bounce will it be? It'll go into the end zone. We take over now. Taking over at the 24-point lead for us. Very nice drive our last time with the ball. Some clutch plays. Let's get to work here. Bailey hands it off to Bass. 3-yard gain.
From their own 23-yard line. It's 2nd down.
3rd and 7 now. We're going to go on the ground again with Bass Lambert in motion. And got a little bit of blocking, but not quite what we were looking for. Hit hard, dropped at the 25. And here comes 3rd and 5.
From their own 25-yard line.
Clutch on 3rd down, our last possession. Can we be clutch right here?
Look at the throw.
Bailey trying to get it to Johnson. It is broken up.
By the defense on 3rd down. Now their punt returner will get a chance to make something happen.
Not able to get it done on 3rd down. Well defended there from the Ducks. Pressure coming. Trying to get this one out toward the sideline. And broken up. We're fortunate that wasn't picked off. Marks has an INT earlier in this game, breaks up that pass. And we're going to have to go 3 and out here. Doyle coming out to punt for us.
Doyle awaits the snap.
He's going to boot that one. Terry trying to hustle down there. Cooley's going to make the catch, and the Ducks will have some good field position here. Late in the 3rd quarter.
Set up shot at the 44-yard line.
Now here come the Ducks. Great field position for them. What can they do? And off to Durbin. Lester hits him first. Nolan will bring him down. No gain on the play. And that is going to take us to the 4th quarter.
They just seemed to allow the defensive line to get through, and the running back didn't have much of a chance at all.
We are 1 quarter away from crowning the national champs. Our score through 3, 17-13, Minnesota.
And one of these teams is 1 quarter away from a national championship. Is it the Minnesota Golden Gophers or the Oregon Ducks? It's a close game. It could go either way. 4-point lead for the Gophers right now.
Quarterback back all by himself in the backfield.
Oregon with the
5
ball
wide out.
just shy of midfield. 2nd and 10 right here. Collins looking to throw. Now he's going to look to run, and he's not going to get away. Another sack for this Golden Gopher defense.
Well, that time the big fella got home and came up with a sack, but credit the call.
Collins looking to run.
There with the
Turner
blitz. The offensive
grabs a
lineman
hold of him and
occupied
takes him
with those
down.
linebackers, and it freed up the defensive lineman to make that sack.
Turner dropping Collins for a loss there. And here we have 3rd and 14 coming up. Collins looking to throw. No, he's gonna go down again. Once again, they were looking to set up a screen, and once again, Collins is not able to make it happen. It's been a bit of feast or famine with the screen plays for the Ducks. And it is a famine for them on that one. Golden Gopher defense coming up big. Collins looked like trying to set up the screen. Didn't have initially. He's got to pull the trigger right here, but held on a little too long. Sheds the first tackle. Unable to shed the second one.
After the sack, it's now 4th and long.
And Holt will come on to punt again for
Benson is the
Oregon.
deep man, awaiting the return. He puts it away, and it's a great kick.
Benson back to return.
And he's tackled at the 38-yard line. Nice yardage.
Gets some yards up to the 38. Now a big series for us here.
Both teams realize that when the ball is snapped,
Solid
we're
field
one
position to
play
start
away from a
things off.
very different ball game. Minnesota
Come out here in shotgun. Hannaful go to Michael Bassett. He's got some room this time.
And he's taken down right around the
Got an
46
8-yard gain on the ground there.
Show pass and then hand it to the back for a pickup of 8 yards.
There we go, there we go.
So it's 2nd down and about 2 yards to go.
We block for Bassett. Let's go to the left side. We're going to have Lambert in motion. No blocking that time for Bass. And here comes a big 3rd and 2 here in the 4th quarter.
So it's 3rd down and they've got about 2
Play
yards to
action right here, just past the 45. Can we pick it up? Bailey just got the throw off to Bowen. Just barely got that pass away. And we've been picking up these 3rd downs just by the smallest of margins. Finding a way nonetheless. Play action here. Ducks defense quickly getting in. Bailey just getting the throw away. And a big catch from Bowen. Had a big drop earlier, but hanging on to that one. It's going to get us past midfield and a fresh set of downs.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line. They're
Gonna go on the ground here with Martin. Counter run. And Martin goes up the middle. He's got a nice gain. First down yardage there. Good blocking. Herb Martin found some space up the middle. We would love some points here on this drive. Field goal would put us up a touchdown and an extra point. Touchdown would make it a 2-possession lead. 1st and 10. We're going to go play action here. Bailey rolling out. Oh, he's going to keep running there. Might have had something downfield, but had no room or space to get a throw off. Good decision. Keeping the ball, trying to get behind a blocker. Getting some nice yardage on the ground there. Just Mr. Bailey doing what he's got to do to try to help us win.
It's first down.
Just shy of the red zone now. Bailey hands it off to Martin, and Martin's got a nice carry. Let's go. And a touchdown would be so massive. Here in the fourth quarter, already with a 4-point lead. Solid running there from Herb Martin.
Short yardage situation here. It's 2nd down and 1.
2nd and 1 coming up. He's going with Michael Bass up the middle, and he's not able to find a way through. 3rd and inches is the situation.
It's 3rd down, and they're about the length of the football.
Big play here, 3rd and inches. Can we move the chains? On the ground with Martin, he's got it! And he's in! Golden Gopher touchdown! And Minneapolis can start to sense it now. Still plenty of time left in the fourth quarter, not even at the midway point. But another huge 3rd down pickup. Power run. Herb Martin gets some great blocking. Donovan again, a lead block here. And he's going to get in the end zone. Herb Martin, the touchdown run here in the national title game is going to extend our lead. Let's go. Great blocking, great running. And Walker's going to make it an 11-point lead, 24-13, the biggest lead of the national title game for either side. Oregon led by as many as 10, now we lead by 11. That's the 11-yard rush from Herb Martin.
They line up to kick this one away. And he got all of this one. Great kick. He's to the 10. He's to the 20.
And here goes Cooley.
He's taken down at the 28.
A decent return, but a flag.
This is probably holding.
Holding call on Derek Ward on the return.
These are the calls that drive a coach crazy. Senseless penalties can sometimes be the difference between winning and losing the game.
It's going to back him up a bit there, not what they were looking for. Where's Ward? Yeah, right here, Ward called with the hold on this kick return. Right there. Grabbing the Golden Gopher and dragging him down. Clear hold and a costly penalty.
This drive will start.
They were hoping for good field position. Instead, they're going to start their own 14. Oregon looking to bounce back here. Montgomery in motion. He's going to get a run. Going to get brought down 4-yard pickup.
After positive yardage. That makes it 2nd and 6.
Hand up to Durbin, nowhere for him to go.
At the 17.
The offensive line needs to do a better job of not only handling the defensive linemen, but getting up to the linemen. That way the ball.
Let's go defense, come on.
That second level.
Golden Gophers fired up here. Can we get a big 3rd and 7 stop here? Motion here for Oregon. They're going to throw. Paul is going to get a hand and break it up. Huge play there defensively from Paul. And Oregon is going to decide to punt it away and play defense. Deep in their own territory here. They're going to have to rely on their defense to get a stop. Pressure coming. The ball might get through. Paul, the last moment. It's a game of inches, and we are winning the battle of inches right now. Oregon certainly not what they're hoping for on this drive, but they're going to go
Just under
3
3 to
and
go
out.
in regulation.
Holt coming on to punt it away here.
He gets it away, and this is a really nice punt.
Benson, no return there. Dropped to the 36. And Oregon in serious danger of losing the national title for the second time the past 3 seasons. They're going to need their defense to step up big time and get them the ball back.
They'll start at the 36.
We start here at the 36. We can smell it now. But nothing on that run. Baskets dropped.
Really good play here and run support by the line. The big guys up front.
Well, their defense certainly needs to step up. They looked good on that first play. 5-yard loss from Michael Bass. Big loss there. We're going to go on the ground with Martin. Not much for him at all there.
Oregon's going to take their first time out.
Ducks would take their first time out now. 3rd and 14 coming up.
From their own 32-yard line.
We're not going to risk anything. Let's just go on the ground here with Bass. Hang on to the football. Try to get some yards for us to help with field position. Not able to do that at all. Ducks would take their second time out. We're going to have to pull it away now.
Coley is back to receive.
Doyle out to boot it to Cooley.
He really got a hold of
That's some
that
good
one.
blocking right now for the Ducks. Can he get a return here? Can he get brought down? Donovan making the tackle. Donovan making a big impact offensively now, special teams wise for us. The Ducks have their backs up against the wall here.
They'll take over here. Ready to
Their
start
own
a new series.
37-yard line, trailing by 11.
A little more than 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Collins looking to throw. Terry's gonna break it up.
Intercepted there.
Oh, nearly able to get an interception that would have almost certainly sealed it. Michael Bass dealing with some real pain there.
2nd down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 37.
If we need him, he'll be good to go. Game of his life, no doubt about that. National title on the line. Collins looking to throw now.
He drops back.
They're going to go to Allen. He's going to make the grab.
To the 48-yard line.
Receivers crossing there. Got it to him.
Try to confuse the defense here with the audible.
Ducks hustling up here. Look running. What will they do? They're just going to spike it down. Collins will stop the clock. All the time is valuable, no doubt about that. The Ducks are going to need 2 scores.
From the 48-yard line, it's 2nd down.
Come on, defense, let's go. Collins to throw, out to Cooley. Catch made out of bounds. But the spike on first down to stop the clock is going to mean there's now a 3rd and 9 coming up for the
3rd
Ducks.
down now, and they need to get it down to the 38.
Collins to throw, catch is made. Edwards gets blasted. Big hit there from Nolan. And it'll be 4th down for Oregon. They can either try a very long field goal. They know their kicker has a strong leg, or they can go for it here. Where are the Ducks going to decide? Coach Carl Hayden will send the offense out on the field again. 3rd and 4. National championship may be on the line right now. Collins throws. Nolan got him out of bounds. Nolan's going to make the play. And he's not going to be able to stay in bounds after that one. The Ducks trying to keep hope alive, setting up the screen. They will get the screen pass off. If he's able to get by Nolan, he has all the bunch of room up the sideline. Nolan not able to get him down, but his contact is strong enough to force him out of bounds right in front of our sideline. We are going nuts here. We can really sense it. Just 1 timeout remaining now for the Ducks. This game may be over.
They'll start this drive at the 42-yard line.
We're just going to hand it off here, give it to Herb Martin, get some clock used up. Martin on the carry. Ducks will use their last timeout. We should be good to take some kneel downs now. And the Minnesota Golden Gophers, coming from absolutely out of nowhere, starting this season officially number 80 in the preseason national rankings, predicted to finish dead last in their division for a second straight year, starting this season coming off of back-to-back 3-9 seasons under first-year head coach Ben Van Zandt. And look what we have done here. Completing the ultimate Cinderella season, the greatest underdog season in college football history. We're going to finish it perfect, 14-0 national champions. Heartbreak here for the Oregon Ducks. They will lose in the national title game for the second time in 3 seasons. But pure jubilation for the Minnesota Golden Gophers, all of Minneapolis rejoicing, as nobody could have predicted this happening at the start of the season. What an incredible run here for the Golden Gophers. And here in Miami, in the national title game, it was not the best played game, no doubt about that. Showed some nerves early on, making some mistakes, but once again able to battle all the way back, come from behind from 10 points, and we get the job done. Shutting down Oregon in the second half. We complete the Cinderella season. Minnesota Golden Gophers are the national champions of the 2012 season.
So what are your final thoughts on this one, Kirk?
Minnesota made the journey and finished it off with the national championship. It really couldn't have happened to a better bunch of kids in a classier school than this. They battled all year. Whenever it got tough, they came together and came out on top. And now they're on top of the polls, the world, everything. Congratulations to our national champions.
And for Rankin, he'll walk out of here with the Player of the Game award.
Coach Ben Van Zandt has led Minnesota Golden Gophers to the BCS National Championship victory. It is done.
That's going to bring this broadcast to a close. For EA Sports, Aaron Andrews, Kirk Herbstreit, and Reese Davis, I'm Brad Nessler. We'll see you soon for another edition of NCAA Football 13.
The greatest Cinderella season in college football history, and likely college sports history in general. The Golden Gophers have done it, 14-0, perfect season national champions. Minnesota able to take down the Oregon Ducks in Miami to win the national title game. Do you believe it? What an unbelievable journey. 24-13 is the final here in the national title. Number 1, Minnesota completes the dream season, taking down the Oregon Ducks. Unreal. Let's take a look at the final stats in this one. Neither offense is really able to get things going to their full strength. We end up outgaining Oregon 255-240. We had a nice advantage here on third down, some really clutch third down conversions for us. 7 of 15, they were just 2 of 9. We were 46%, they were 22. We were 1 for 1 on fourth, they were 0 for 1 on fourth. 2 turnovers to 1, all the turnovers coming in the first half. And time of possession advantage in our favor. Senior quarterback Chester Bailey, his final game in a Golden Gopher uniform, ends on the highest note possible. He goes 14 of 23, 117 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 INT, 1 sack, Not his greatest game, but able to get the job done and does what he needs to do to lead us to a victory. Michael Bass playing through a lot of pain in this one. 23 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown. There was no way he was sitting out on this one. Herb Martin, 9 carries, 46 yards, and a touchdown of his own. Chester Bailey doing a good job scrambling. And Paul Donovan making some big plays as well for us. Levi Dunbar, and Dominic Johnson, 3 catches each. 2 catches for Bass, Bowen, Donovan, and Fowler. And a great performance from Paul Donovan, the unexpected star in this one, the redshirt junior. Of course, with the touchdown reception, and then throwing some clutch blocks on our touchdown runs. Defensively, Lorenzo Harrell leading with 10 tackles, 7 from Rankin. Defense getting the job done in the second half, holding this very strong Oregon team. Just 13 points total in this game. Manuel Walker was 1 of 2, hitting the upright and then hitting a 31-yard field goal. 4 punts from Doyle. Cedric Collins, 14 of 20, 136 yards, and no touchdowns, no INTs. Our pressure was too much for him. That was a big part in this game, sacking Collins 7 times. Braxton Durbin, 16 attempts, 117 yards on the ground for him. Collins, of course, a big negative due to the sacks. Lonnie Cooley had a big touchdown run, 29 yards on the ground, the only touchdown for Oregon in the game. Montgomery led with 4 catches, 3 for Josh Edwards. Durbin and Allen had 2. Easley, Brock, and Coley had 1 each. Derek Keller leading with 9 tackles. Cameron Brown and Jefferson Fields with 8. Bryce Marks with the INT. Defense for Oregon didn't play bad, but they needed to come through on a few more plays and get stops. They were not able to do so. Kevin Rankin, 2 of 3, hitting 2 very long field goals and missing just wide on another one. They decide to pass up a really long field goal attempt on a 4th down. And Rankin, certainly a very strong leg from him. 4 punts from Holt. A lot of nerve, some uncharacteristic mistakes on both sides early on in this one. Oregon getting the score late in the first quarter, 29 yards from Cooley. Touchdown run there. Great kick from Rankin. 10-0 lead here for Oregon in the second quarter. Able to get ourselves on the board for the first time. Walker from 30 yards out, hitting a field goal, bouncing back after a miss. This coming off of a huge takeaway. Oregon fumbling the ball. We take over with great field position. Donovan, the reception, getting in the end zone to tie things up. Left just too much time, just a little bit too much time for the Ducks. They were able to get a quick drive and another long field goal from Rankin. So Oregon had the 3-point lead at halftime, but this field goal was the last time the Ducks were able to get on the board. We take the lead in the third quarter. Michael Bass, 8-yard touchdown run, ends up being the game winner. And then here in the fourth, a huge touchdown run. Herb Martin, 11 yards out, punching it in, able to get us some breathing room. Made it a 24-13 game, and our defense lights out in the second half. Our defense has come up so clutch for us a couple times in this season. Multiple times in the season, but a couple of games in particular, and this is one of them. 24-13 is the final. The Minnesota Golden Gophers complete the Cinderella season, coming out of absolutely nowhere to win the national title, the first national championship for the Minnesota Golden Gophers since 1960. Absolutely no one saw this coming, but we believed in ourselves, and we were able to make it happen. Unreal season here. Your 2012 college football national champions are the Minnesota Golden Gophers. What a journey, what a ride. Let the celebration in Minneapolis begin. Let's go Golden Gophers!